Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Darcy, the folks that I represent are following two federal actions that could have significant impact on flood control projects and the floodplain in my district. Can you tell us what impact you foresee from the proposed Clean Water Act rule and the new federal flood risk management standard on the lower San Joaquin River Study? It's now in its final stages.
Congressman, I don't believe it would have, either of those two actions would have an impact on the ongoing study. I understand that the study is looking at different reaches within the project area, and I don't believe that either of those would have an adverse impact on that study, but we could do I'd be happy to follow up in particular for that study, but right now I don't believe it would have an impact.
Thank you. I would look forward to that follow-up. These actions call for all waters in a floodplain to be jurisdictional and allow federal agencies to have varying interpretations of where the floodplain is, possibly far greater than a 100-year floodplain identified by FEMA. How does this affect the Corps' planning for flood projects and the additional waters subject for 404 permits?
Currently in our project planning process, we look at the entire footprint of a proposed project, which would include where it is in the floodplain and whether or not it would go forward as in response to the impacts that building a project in the floodplain would have. As far as the 404 jurisdiction, we make a determination on whether waters are jurisdictional when we have a request for a 404 permit, so we'd have to look at what the project request was and whether or not where that project is being proposed would be in the floodplain or whether it would be impacting jurisdictional waters.
I'd like to follow up with you on that because I have a specific concern, especially for French Camp, a new VA facility that we're looking at putting in that
footprint.
Footprint, yes. One other thing, can you describe the role that the Corps played in the development of the new Executive Order 13690 regarding floodplains and the new flood risk management standard?
The Corps of Engineers is a member of what's called MITFLAG, which is the mitigation organization within the federal government. So along with FEMA and other federal agencies, we were involved in the development of that rule, of that regulation.
Thank you. I have no further questions, but I would like to follow up with you on this project in particular because there does seem to be some, I would say, confusion. I think the Corps probably would define it differently, but certainly there is one area that is covered under the Corps and another area that we're going to cease development in, even though it's in the Corps' jurisdiction, and French Camp, which is a project that I've been championing for quite some time, along with Congressman McNerney, and our concern is it's in that area. So I look forward to following up with you. I yield back.